In this lesson, we will be reviewing how Autodesk Inventor allows us to select objects and also delete objects. So in this case, I already have a whole bunch of 2D geometry already drawn. You'll notice that I am in the sketch 1 in this case. So let's say in this case I want to delete both of these lines down at the bottom part here. So if I select on the first line, you'll notice that it will highlight. If I select that second line, that line highlighted, but the first one is now removed from that selection set. So in this case, if I wanted to delete both of them, I'm going to hold down the Control or the Shift key, select that second line. Now either I can press Delete on the keyboard or right-click and select Delete. So let's zoom up here. Let's say in this case, I want to delete both of these lines. Instead of selecting them individually, you can also do a crossing or a window selection method. I'll start off by doing crossing. So I'm just going to select in the blank area and go from right to left. And you'll notice that the rectangle going around has a dashed line. And that tells me that that's crossing. And what that's going to tell me is anything that is entirely enclosed or just touches anything inside that rectangle, in this case, will become part of my selection set. So again, I can just press Delete on the keyboard, and those objects are gone. Now, just the opposite, if I go from left to right, this is referred to as a window selection. You'll see that the dashed lines are now solid, kind of like a window. So in this case, all of the objects that are entirely enclosed within that window will become part of my selection set. So in this case, I just had the line and the arc. So if I wanted to change my mind and I wanted to only erase that line segment, I could hold down Control or Shift and select on that arc, and it's no longer part of that selection set. Right-click, Delete, and that segment is gone. So there's also a couple other methods here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select a whole bunch of objects to the selection set. So now if I hold down the Control key, and if I do a crossing, it will remove those two objects while still holding down the Control key. If I do a window, it'll remove that object. If I hold down the Shift key while doing a window or a crossing, it will add those objects to the selection set. But let's try something a little bit different here. I'm going to again hold down the Shift key, and if I do a window selection, select most of those objects, you'll notice that nothing happened. So holding down the Shift key while doing a window or a crossing will only will only add objects to the selection set. It will not delete objects from the selection set. So let's just finish that off. Go ahead and delete, and away we go.